senior citizen is to basically, we are the only, we have the, okay, put it this way, you know, the United States has the most disrespect for seniors in the history of the world.
Actually, you know what? I think the get-go detainees get treated better than senior citizens
Absolutely.
do.
I mean,
I know that sounds really, really bad, but you know what? I really think it's true.
because in California, we have called what a driving, driving while disabled and old tickets.
What do you mean by that?
Well, if you have a disabled license on your automobile, you can be, you know, they know that you can't afford to lose your automobile, so
So they give you a ticket.
they'll give you a ticket. They know that you have to pay in order to keep your driving ability.
Isn't that like a profiling?
Yeah.
You know, they got mad at them for picking up people at the airport for racial profiling.
Yeah, and
senior profile. I mean, that's profiling.
Senior profiling. Seniors, they said that the instant a person gets old in this country, he then becomes a drain on society, like they were talking.
Yeah, and great talking about healthcare, right?
Healthcare. They said that using the same pattern that is all over the world in socialized medicine, they said basically the last 6 months of the life of a senior, basically to stop anything but medication to kill the pain. And they said, well, how do you know it's the last 6 months? Well, they said the government decides when the last 6 months are.
What?
Yeah, which means
but they do it off of tables.
They do it off of an actuarial table. I mean, say for instance, in my chance, I mean, my family lives in the 90s, 100, so our table is a long time, just basically don't get sick. But we got this thing here though, which is
now this thing right here is by a generous grant from the California Bars Foundation. Now this is information that is this actually is included with legal. It's one of the legal magazines.
Yeah.
So this is actually intended for attorneys to see to go ahead and help people. But one of the challenges with a lot of the seniors is, unless you have an attorney, you're usually SOL anyway, aren't you?
Yeah. If you okay, I do know that I know a senior that had problems with the state, and they went to the ACLU. ACL wouldn't help them because it's, seniors aren't really that relevant. Yeah, they also went to the...
Did they go to AARP?
They went to the AARP. You know what the AARP told them? You need to get a lawyer. And lawyers wouldn't talk to them because they didn't have any money. And if you don't have any money, the lawyers aren't going to talk to you. So therefore you're up the creek right there. So, most of the things like you're talking about, what Social Security, what is supplemental Social Security, what is I can tell you, okay, what is reverse mortgage? A reverse mortgage is something that you can't get if you need it, and it will take. It
sounds like a regular loan.
They charge you a fee up front to tell you that you can't get it, and if you can get it, what you're doing is you're taking a loan out against your home that you don't have to repay until you either are dead or you've moved away.
Oh, that's bad.
But it's like 40% of the worth of the house.
Yeah, it is pretty expensive.
So you get screwed. You leave nothing. In a lot of cases, I know seniors that have got them that didn't have enough money left when they died to pay their burial bills.
Well,
because they didn't realize that what happened was when they die, it immediately reverts to the lender.
That's right. Which means there's no money to pay for your burial costs.
There's no money to pay for anything because say you had a house that is worth $100,000, which is really, I just do it because it's figured.
It's an easy
They
figure.
give you maximum like 40%. Most people like that I know of only get 19%.
Really?
So they're getting $19,000 on $100,000 equity, and it doesn't cover anything when you get to be my age.
Well, actually, you're better off to get a mortgage.
You can't do it when you get to my age.
That's right, because the banks look at you and say, well, you're not going to get a job, so how are you going to repay it?
That's right. So, you're screwed on, reverse mortgages sound good, but if you get sick, you have no backup.
Also, I'm looking at this thing for Social Security. A lot of you, if you're eligible for Social Security, kind of have an idea of your benefits. I know, like for my mother, one of the things she didn't realize is because my mom had been married to my father for 10 years, after he passed away, when she turns of the age, she can collect Social Security because of him, even though she was no longer married to him. Yeah. Because she'd been married to him for a lot more than 10 years.
But that's also an if you need to get a lawyer.
Oh, that's an issue?
Yeah,
Oh.
okay, say you're married to a man that had military benefits. You know, the benefits are supposed to continue for the wife after the husband dies,
Yeah.
and you need to get a lawyer. You
It-
have to
all of this goes back to, remember, this was inside the municipality.
yeah, no, this is by
This is for
lawyers,
attorneys.
for lawyers, and they basically, it's all gonna come down. You have to get a lawyer.
Yeah.
If you don't have any money, you don't get a lawyer.
Well, and then part of these, like, can I get help paying my gas and electric bills? Most of the utilities have something, so if you're on a fixed income or low income, they will help subsidize it.
And if you're a senior, I tell you, once again, if you're a senior citizen, you go on this program,
Yeah.
they basically stick you on the welfare rolls.
Do they?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And they can come and seize, they can come at any time they so wish, come and seize your assets once you're on those rolls.
Why?
Be-
Oh, to help you, because they help pay for it.
They help pay for it, therefore,
Mm.
if you get sick, lose your job, they can basically seize everything you've got and put you in the control of a family member.
See, when we're discussing that, I'm hearing about these things, and I'm probably hearing about them like a lot of people heard, that, oh, this is what happens with seniors and it can help them. Oldecam,
Well, I'm a senior.
so he's experienced it differently.
Yeah, I also, well, this person is obviously anti-lawyer. I have a law degree.
I love this one. Is there any financial assistance available for seniors who are immigrants?
Yeah, you know, basically, you're
Basically, if you're an immigrant or illegal,
no, they're uninvited guests.
guest,
You can have
You can have anything you want.
You get hospitalization.
so no matter what that says, because all the rules have changed with the new president anyway.
That's right.
Yeah.
No problem, and it's like, is there special tax relief for seniors? Well, yeah, there's special tax relief for seniors. And the trick is, once again, if through the fact that you get old, you get behind on your taxes, they seize your property and sell it out from underneath you.
See, that's probably why that disabled ticket, they give those out because they know that people have to pay for it.
That's right.
I love this. Can a landlord turn me down as a tenant because I am a senior?
No, and absolutely.
No, they're not supposed to,
And
but
absolutely,
absolutely
turn
they do.
Okay, we'll put it this way. You know, I tend to live in an area where I guess 3/4 of the people are seniors like me. It's not meant for seniors, but that's the way it works. But we're talking, there's an in and out like you wouldn't believe over there, because the seniors are considered to be the worst possible people to have as tenants.
Why?
They die on you.
Well, so the other people can just leave on you?
I know, but seniors are, you know, if they die, they don't get their rent back because they don't have anything worth selling.
Oh, God.
Well, you've seen them taking the stuff from the seniors that have been tossed out, and the piles of furniture and the stuff that it just put out on the sidewalks and things. You know, so...
I know, because this is a whole different world. It's not like, I remember when I was growing up with the seniors, I know Latin families and Asian families are typically really good for this, where they do take care of the elders and take care of the
But
parents.
that's not supposed to be. I remember my family member, okay, my family always took care of family. But what happened was, one of the family members simply, they lost their job and they got sick, and they asked the state to help them on paying the utility bills. Then they found out the person was sick and lost their job. They then contacted a younger member of the family, who then used the opportunity to seize the property and everything by paying the taxes on the property, and then stuck my family member in a nursing home for the rest of their life.
See how that snowballs?
Yeah.
I mean, and actually only people, I mean, you might hear about something like this on the news, you typically don't.
No, because nobody, okay, it's like they're pointing out the fact why Dr. Tiller was more important than the soldier who got killed, Bill, because there was more interest in Dr. Tiller than there was in a soldier. There's no interest in senior citizens, even though we make the majority. I can guarantee you, the people that created demographics that they go by that says only people between 18 and 49 are relevant unless it's a woman, and you become relevant even younger than that. They're my age, and they're pissed off at the fact that there's nothing on television, they don't advertise them, they don't market to them. We make up the majority.